Hoi hoi! That sounded loud. Ah, that's why. Turn that down. Okay. Let's see. It's been a little bit. I went ahead and let's see. I've been trying to do the Pilgrim's Traverse level, well, not level, floors 61 to 70. I've done it 2 times now. The major part that gets me is the boss. I forget how hard the bosses hit. So that's fun. Also changed the look of my retainer. I like her a lot more now. Like my red-headed, short-haired women. If I want a third one, I'll probably get one with black hair and that nice princess hair. Alright, we are doing Arcadian first. I'm going to suck, but that is already well known. As usual, when I do stream, I'm alone. But it's getting colder now, so that's nice. That being said, it's not that cold, so let's turn down the AC for a bit. That should be fine. And I'm gonna grab a water while we're at it. Ooh, that feels nice. Let's see, from Pilgrim's Traverse, I was able to pick up, what was it? For the times that I played, I've gotten one of these, whatever that is, and I've only gotten 23 Aether Pool glasses, so I'll need to play some more. And then, where's the other one? There it is. Only for First Light relics. I have gotten 10 Phoenix Downs though, so that's cool. Let's see, what does that do? Got 16 of those. Alright, let's put that away for now. That's right. Not that, this. That's not what I wanted. That is not at all what I did. This is what I've been trying to do. So I believe we already saw that I have this. Actually, I should. I don't want it, so I should sell it. Let's see. These two. I'll probably keep this. Let's see. What are the colors for this? I'd say either sky blue or sea frog. Sky blue. What is this? Oh, this is the... looking like desert yellow. I could also just do it the same color. And then I can't do that. That'd be more accurate to an actual pajama bottoms. The inside's a little bit either lighter or darker. So, ice blue. Yeah, we'd go with that. Ice. Let's see, main color sky blue, and then ice blue. I like that. That's cute. And then these are law enforcer pants, right? Lawless enforcers. Okay. And if I remember correctly, this is the... Oh. I like that. That's nice. That dyes well. Shadow blue, of course. Nice. Okay. So it's just the belt, right? Yeah, it's just the belt. Nice. I like both of those. Okay. M2. Cruiserweight. Oh, that's right. Let's check. What do we have for our... I always forget what it is. Okay, we haven't done anything this week. That's nice. That's perfect. So if we do all of it, if we fill this up today, then we should be able to get 900. Easy. Easy peasy. Adventure blade? No. Fortress. Actually, let's do... Since we're doing the Arcadian. That's funny. Oh, that's why. Well, it's gonna be a Friday, so... Right? That's what I thought. Yeah, it's a Friday. Now, let's see, with I need to get rid of these. By get rid of, I mean, I need to kill those monsters. That's right, I was thinking of something. And I forgot already again. Well, while we're waiting for that, let's go back over here. Reminds me of Big Band from Skullgirls. Alright, finally, let's clash those glamours. Now, fuck off. You know what I need? I need to do the thing. No, fuck off for a second. I don't know. Could probably get some good money out of selling it. There we go. And get rid of that. And that. Oh shit, I forgot about those. Ah. Nice. Cute. Oh, that's right. I must forget about you guys. Where's the new emperor? What we got for... That's not what I wanted. There we go. Nah. Nah. That doesn't make any sense. But it's there. That's goofy. Why do you keep doing that? I mean, maybe. But she looks cute for now, so that's fine. Don't worry about dying stuff later.
Her studio and reality, her canvas. She's a rebel with a cause who captivates all with her illusions. Sugar Riot!
I haven't done this before. Well, shit. Okay.
What inspiration will you give me, I wonder?
I never got
Welcome to Sugar Riot's Gallery of Glamours!
Perhaps I'll draw this.
With a flourish, Sugar Riot brings her work to life. Will the challenger be all right?
All right.
What's your favorite color?
Stop moving over here, you jack! You jackass!
An image comes to me. I hope you like it hot and sandy.
Goodness! The ring has become a desert.
How about a little more sunshine? When I think desert, I think of these prickly fellows.
Watch out! It's a veritable storm of needles.
There's something missing. Oh, I know.
Quicksand? Oh, you don't want to get caught in that.
Are you fucking kidding me? Why would you stay so close to me? I can't move.
What's your favorite color? When you can't decide on one thing.
Yeah. Those...
What do you think of this?
Okay. Y'all are doing that ready up. And I need to be able to see it. There we go.
What inspiration will you give me, I wonder?
Welcome to Sugar Riot's Gallery of Glamours!
Perhaps I'll draw this.
And with a flourish, Sugar Riot brings her work to life.
to me. I hope you like it hot and sandy.
Goodness! The rain has become a desert.
How about a little more sunshine? When I think desert, I think of these prickly fellows.
Watch out! It's a veritable storm of needles.
There's something missing.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, I know.
What the hell is...
Quicksand? Oh, you don't want to get caught in that.
What's your favorite color? When you can't decide on one thing. What do you think of this?
Will the challenger be all right?
What do you say to a refreshing riverscape?
Crystal clear river! How charming!
This is no good. It needs a touch of thunder, a dash of downpour.
Almost there.
A thunderstorm has turned the waters muddy! How frightening!
I have it. Some destruction to facilitate deconstruction.
A massive raging storm! I hear you brought your parasols. Looks like someone isn't holding back.
When you can't decide on one thing. What do you think of this?
That's struck square!
And there we go. Awesome.
The match is decided! Victory goes to the challenger. It's all over. Until next time.
Alright, there we go. Yana! Well done. I knew you could do it. Your next match will be against the Cruiserweight Champion himself, but seeing as we have a bit of time, something I like to tend to first. I want to tell Dancing Green and Sugar Riot about psychonecrosis. See if they've developed any symptoms. We have to save them too if we can. I've borrowed Nayuni's terminal, so we'll perform the examination here, in this room. Rest assured, I've already checked for listening devices. The two should be here any moment now. So what's this about, baby? Are we having a party here? If that's the case, I'll excuse myself. I'm rather keen to give form to the inspiration you've given me. I don't know what that means. Well, I'm relieved to say you haven't manifested the disease yet. You're both dangerously close to doing so. Just one more Ferrocell injection could push you beyond the brink. It'd be wise to stop fighting the Arcadian. Whoa, talk about a downer, baby. It's all very sudden, and I struggle to accept it. But for both you and Honey to retire, there must be truth to your words. It's no easy thing to retire, I know. For your own safety, I ask that you give it careful consideration. I've made up my mind. I'll retire. This doesn't leave no room. But I've always struggled to play the part of the Dancing Green. To maintain the persona of a party animal. I had to spend night after night out in town. I'm not doing that, I'm practicing dance in the studio. It's totally exhausting. Soul crushing. I pushed through it all because I didn't want to disappoint the fans, but this revelation sets me free. Dancing used to be my passion. Perhaps I can learn to love it again. I always thought you were a genuine party animal, living only to revel. To think that it was actually a burden on your shoulders. I mean, it's been my precious studio. It's saddening to think that I won't be able to step into it again. It was on the streets that I started playing my craft. This revelation might be a sign telling me to go back to my roots. So I'll do just that. I'll go back to a time when the whole city was my studio. Its walls my canvas. Truth be told, seeing you fight without a feral soul helped me realize that maybe it's alright just to be myself. Hey, hey, hey! There we go. I'm relieved. Thank you for listening. Well, we'd rather not die, of course. It's you we have to thank for that. We're liable to attract suspicion if we stay here too long. We'll discuss when to break the news to management on a later time. Thankfully, there's 2 other places to employ their talents in Arcadian. It's the Brute Bomber and the Howling Blade Harbor. The Arcadians everything. It isn't easy for them to retire this. I know better than most. It's a matter of life and death. Well, you know how it is. Seeing as we're talking about some determination, let's do that. Twisted Vengeance. We'll start this up, and then afterwards, instead of continuing, we'll go ahead and start with the story, I believe. In any case, our priority for now is to win the title match. Let's return to the gym and prepare. Ah. I mean, I have kind of been enjoying the story for the Arcadian. It's been interesting. No, at least for the most part. There's definitely been some times that I don't remember. That I was just like, meh, whatever. But for the most part, it's been pretty good. To hear that Lieutenant Green and Sugar Riot plan to retire. Come on, let's share the good news. Voice. Thank goodness you're here. We have an emergency. Look at this. And over all the feral souls you've got. This is unbelievable, folks. Just when we thought the Brute Bomber couldn't sink any lower, it seems he now intends to use unregulated feral souls, and several of them all at once. Besides, Madman's going to turn himself into an abomination. This is a violation of the rules. You'll be banned for this. Shut your bloody trap and get out of my way! Hey, unstoppable upstart. If you're watching this, come and find me at the demolition site on the 8th level. We're going to fight again. And this time, I'm going to destroy you. You hear me? I'm gonna destroy you. That idiot. Instead of listening to us, he goes and does this. general public is unaware, but the doping tonic the brute bomb imbibes during his matches is actually a harmless prop he uses as a part of his ring persona. That's why his matches continue, even when he's disqualified. Using multiple Pharaoh Souls at once, however, is expressly forbidden due to the extreme danger it poses. Doing so warps the flesh irreversibly, turns you into an abomination. As Mr. Metam said, in the worst case, it will kill you. This is likely because it greatly accelerates the soul's degradation, leading to psychonecrosis. Aw, shit. You went and told him about the disease, didn't you? Despite my warnings, you went and told him. I'm sorry, but we couldn't simply leave him be. Well, you ended up taking the matter to the president. You naturally denied the existence of the disease. Naturally, the brute bomber chose to believe him. That's not all. The president has sanctioned a grudge match between him and you, on one condition. In order to stand a chance, he has to inject multiple Pharaoh Souls for the fight. Made a great fuss on the broadcast about his use of unregulated Pharaoh Souls. It's all staged. Everything is according to the president's script. He wants to get rid of you. He's using the brute bomber to do so. What? But the brute bomber is already exhibiting symptoms of psychonecrosis. This will kill him. Ah, shit. I know. I tried to talk him out of it as well. He refused to listen. For him, the president's orders is absolute. Make no mistake, the match will go ahead. And should you ignore his challenge, the bomber will inject himself with his assembled Pharaoh Souls and come for you. Besides, if you still intend to become Grand Champion and release all the souls in the Arcadian's repository, if you're the snow accept through this fight. So prepare as best as you can, and then meet me at the Arcadian. We'll have a chauffeur take us to a venue. I'm coming too. No one caused all this by revealing the disease to the root bomber. Least I can do is be there. Shit. That sucks. Speak with the Arcadian ship. I don't think I will. Because I'm going to Tuliolol. Alright. I do want to level up my miner up to 50, and once I do that, instead of leveling up my blacksmith and my armor, I'm thinking about doing carpenter, and maybe these ones, but definitely carpenter. I'm gonna get rid of one of those. I'm gonna find something that's decent looking for. Well, you know what? Just go over here real quick. I want to check again. Where is it? There it is. I guess they don't have it. Or at least people don't want to sell it. The hell? That's interesting to say the least. That would be a good replacement. Let's add that. What is this? Nah. You. Well, there we go. Those are some rings that I can do. Do I have them? Not over here, at least. No. Fresh fish and ew. Fuck that. Hearty seafood pie filled with juicy catfish meat and baked into golden brown. Well, seems like I'm getting silver. Night World silver. It's a pleasure as always, Jen. Have you been able to relax lately? Yep, that's for sure. Wonderful. As busy as you have been with the rite of succession among other things, you deserve an opportunity to experience Tuliolo at a more leisurely pace. Sampling the tacos at Shabalov Tae is one such way to do so. I've got no idea. made the traditional way and laden with fillings. Absolutely sublime. If you have an empty stomach, the owner, Baruch Eva, will look after you. I said Ev. That was more like a Ev. Let's go over here real quick. I want to check out those. I want to check out the rings I have. Maybe update this outfit. Yeah, sure, why not? Well, if it isn't you, don't stay, are you? I see, I see. If you have a hankering for tacos, then you're on the house. Consider a token of gratitude for your help tracking down those treasures. Go ahead and find a table. I'll bring you your meal as soon as it's ready. That's the only one I would eat. Still love tacos, I hope. You ate as many as when you turned 5. Barely moved full afterwards. Remember that? No, not really. It was 30 years ago for me. Right. Sorry. Still strange for me, too. Just the other day, you were a little boy clinging to your mother's skirt as you set off for Isolani. Now you're a man grown with a face full of hair. Even so, I knew you were my son the instant I saw you. We're still family. You can always rely on me. Relying. Feels like the only thing I'm doing right now. On you and everyone else. I can even start a fire without assistance at my new job. Back in Alexandria, we had a lecture up. If I needed fire, All I had to do was press a button. Everything was at our fingertips. Here I'm helpless. Culinarian who can't even light the stove, while the others in the kitchen stared at me. God, I'd never felt so embarrassed. Sorry to hear that. I've been told the tales. It seems life is really different from within the dome. My wife and children, I was thinking I'd have them join me once things had settled. But at this rate... I say you send for them. They're your family, and they're mine too. And do whatever's necessary to make it work. I didn't mean it to overhear, but it seems you're having trouble readjusting to life in Tuliolo. Vaug Lamat. To aid folk like yourself, we've established a support group at the Wing of Reflection. There you can learn the skills you need to live outside the dome. It isn't easy being back, I know, but in the hopeful, we can make things easier. It's exactly what I need. I'll definitely seek this group out. Bring my family with me. Thank you. Oh, look who it is! I was just about to go and find you. You don't mind the company, I hope? Use a bite to eat myself. Oh! Not too much of a fan of the down jail story, but let's get through it. Chocolates will never disappoint. So, what have you been up to lately? Been making a name for myself as the Arcadian. You're fighting in the arena in Alexandria, facing off against tough opponents. I'd wager you'd hone your skills even further. As for myself, I'm being kept busy with the duties of the palace. But whenever I find a moment, I like to walk the streets and talk to the people. That way I can better understand the problems they have. Share them with Kona to figure out solutions. I was on one such walk just now. As I mentioned, I was hoping to find you. Kona, I have something we want to discuss with you. As Stone Serpents. Time to come to the palace. Great. I'll go on ahead. Please come and join us once you're finished here. Nope, they also disappeared. They're eating the same thing. Wine and nachos. No, it's just chips. Definitely look like alcoholic beverages. Although I'm only fond of whiskey. Beer's alright, but I prefer whiskey. Or soju. Soju's nice. Soju's real nice. So sweet. Oh. I haven't had any like whiskey or soju in a while. I mean, I have some. It is within walking distance of going to the living room counter, but well, I'm still trying to lose weight, so that wouldn't be too nice. Can't remember if I mentioned. Let's see, I went from 230. And last time I checked, I'm 184. So That's nice. I want to get down to at least like 170 or 165. Around there is good. Good number. About when I was back in high school. It's nice, slim, handsome. And I'm old. I mean, it's been about 7 or 8 years almost. It's always an honor. Falcone has stepped away to attend to a pressing matter. We should join you within before long. Sure, let's go to the Simbirch. Ho ho. What do we have here? Please dialogue. Voice dialogue. I guess not. I guess you're all here too. Falcone summoned us, though if truth be told, Alfino and I have been seeing him quite regularly of late. He asked us to share our knowledge of heinous culture, you see, in hopes of further strengthening your alliance. We're of course happy to oblige him. Cryle and I were likewise summoned. Otherwise, we've been carrying on with our work, compiling information on the Golden City. It's been so long since my grandfather embarked on this investigation 20 years ago with our report. We shall finish what he started. As you wonder, Dancred and Urianger have left to resume their tour of Tyrol. Stoner, meanwhile, is back to researching cross-rift travel. She was here just a few days ago to get Karen's permission to investigate living memory. By the way, she mentioned wanting to take a look at the key in your keeping at some point. The look she had in her eyes was any indication. I suggest you brace yourself for when she comes calling. You'd like to be stuck with her for a while. As for Instinian, we know neither where he is nor where he's doing. Something's not changed. My apologies for the delay. Think nothing of it. We took advantage of the time to catch up. So what can we do for you? Hopefully present company is enough for whatever it is you need. The matter for which I've summoned you pertains to Alexandria. A state funeral will be soon held in Solution Night to mourn the passing of Queen Sphene. King Galulja and his administration have invited us to attend. While certain issues remain unresolved between our nations, such as the treatment of your Solani, I see no reason not to attend. For generations, the Alexandrians lived without even awareness of death. Wouldn't have expected them to have funeral rites still. Apparently the members of Oblivion unearthed records of ceremonies that were concocted in the Alexandrian of old. It was they who put forth a proposal that the Queen be thus honored. Leave it to that lot to think. Okay. People of Alexandria no longer forget the departed, being confronted with the idea of death for the first time. I suspect our friends wanted to do something for them. Though Sphene was built simulacrum, she was nonetheless a pillar for our people. Pain of her passing must be tough. Indeed, the funeral gave Alexandrians the chance to come together to express their grief so they might overcome it. I wasn't sure at first, but I've decided to go. Not only to be there for Goroja, but to put this chapter behind us. Oh! It's one thing I don't miss. And I requested your presence was none other than to see if you wish to attend the funeral. You knew Venus well, after all. I hate doing the voices for some of these characters, because then I forget them. For certain ones. You consider yourself responsible for her demise, I take it. That's not a burden you bear alone. Shut up! I don't care! Here's my idea. As Val will attend to the funeral as representative of Thuliolon. Meanwhile, you can go in a personal capacity and watch over the people as they mourn. I feel the rest of us should go too. Regardless of the reason, the fact remains that we deprived Alexandria of a beloved ruler. Did we really? It's only right that we remember who Sveen was, to her people, to others. So let us stand with you. It's decided. Let's head to Solution 9 and look for Gululja, the mech room. Ah. Crossroads. My friends were doing the story, so I was like, you know what? I've been doing nothing but Paths of the Dead, and then Pilgrim's Traverse for like I don't know how many days already. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I want to do some story as well. See if I can catch up to them. I say that, but I don't know where they are. I haven't been 100% paying attention. And we're back to Solution 9. Wonderful. Where are we going? Oh yeah, let's do this bit. Okay. Not that. Ah! I've been trapped. I hate this. Shut up, let me through. Oh, it's shale. One I've seen quite a bit on the NSFW G posts on Twitter. How nice. Ah, you came for the funeral. No. No, I didn't. Of course, I'm the only one who will actually take part there. The others will watch over the proceedings. So how have you been? It's been a while since my last visit. I'm good. Shell's always teaching me new things. Recently, I've learned about Everkeep systems and the mechanical soldiers. It's knowledgeable. I need to use my authority properly. As studious as always, I see. By way of a treat, I've brought you Hotel au Chocolat. Oh, chocolat. Thank you, Lamartine. Thank you for coming. I've never gone to a funeral before, so I feel less nervous having you here. Out of curiosity, what's the custom in Alexandria? Ah, what else? It's common to offer flowers to the departed. It's much the same here, according to the records. Flowers will be distributed to all attendees. Considering that all the worlds used to be one, the practice of offering flowers may well share the same ancient origin. Fascinating, wouldn't you say? I honestly don't remember why that is. All I remember is where the burials come from. At least the first recorded burial, but yeah, I don't remember anything but flowers. I don't know how modern that is. Galuja wished to go and collect his flower for the funeral. Okay. Flowers are being handed down to the Praxis Park. I'm thinking of heading over there. Join you, there's a man I would like to speak with. Go-san. He's apparently Sven's aide. One who sent us the invitation. Come on, let's go. Go-san. That's an outfit. She got a bat? Nice. I got a duck. I know, he just reminds me of Shishomaru. Okay. Wait, I have Kata? That looks disturbing. Treasure box. I was gonna say, I thought it was a mimic. Something that's Halloween-esque. That isn't annoying to look at. GG sounds about right. I can't not like GG. So fucking cute. Who are you? I've never seen you before. I'm Val Ugulamada Tuliololo. Thank you for extending us an invitation to Queen Sphinx funeral. We're honored, truly. I had seen you before from a distance, but never had the pleasure. I'm Gulsun, former chief aide to the Queen. Since her passing, I've been responsible for administrating affairs of state. Can we get our flowers here? Yes, Your Majesty. The flowers are being handed down at the counter yonder, alongside the regulators. What? We need to wear regulators to groom? Rest assured, they are not a requirement. We're aware your people do not use them. You see, people in Alexandria of old wore tokens mowing upon their persons when attending funerals. Such tokens were black, which suggests that we might wear regulators painted the same color. Yet, we've yet to produce enough for everyone, but we're distributing them as we are able. I see. Which regulator I know, the important thing is that we remember Queen Sphinx. Remember her and her kindness as you make an offering of your flower. Alright. Proceedings will soon begin in this plaza. Please take your place once you have your flower. That ain't a whole lot of people. Not fewer than I expected.
Although we are gathered here for the same reason, we hail from different lands. Some were born and raised in the Alexandria of old, while others came to us from Tuliolal. It was from this union of diverse peoples that a new Alexandria was born. The only home that our younger generation knows. How did we overcome the barriers between us? What moved us to join hands in common purpose beneath crackling skies? You know the answer. We survived. We thrived because Queen Sphene brought us together. Inspired and encouraged by her boundless kindness, we strove to be better, for ourselves as well as those around us. And in Her Majesty's absence, there is a sadness beyond words. Yet we must. We will remember her. Remember all the good that she has done for us. So let us pray, as the people of the Old Kingdom once did, for the peaceful repose of the departed. And let us keep our beloved Queen forever in our hearts, that her memory might guide us unto the morrow. Would that I could find solace in my own words.
Was Queen Sphene taken to the cloud?
She must have been. To still remember her is strange, isn't it, darling?
I miss her. She would always cheer me up when I was down. But even though I remember her, I'll never see her again. That doesn't make sense.
It seems that's what it means to die, I'm afraid.
But what will happen to us? Are we just going to be sad forever?
What will happen indeed? Everything that we have, we owe to Queen Sphene. How are we to go on without her?
I still remember Her Majesty so clearly. If only I didn't, I might feel better about the future of our realm.
Perhaps we should also consider moving to Tuliolo. The journey won't be easy, but it'd be better than staying here in uncertainty.
In times like these, I take comfort in the beliefs of a Turali people called the Yokui. To them, death isn't the end. So long as we're remembered, we never truly die. It could be the same for Queen Sphene, you know? If you keep her alive in your hearts, she'll always be with you.
But we still won't be able to see her, right? I don't want to think about that. I wish I could just forget instead of having to feel like this.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to impose. Please, mourn your queen however you see fit. As expected, they struggle to come to terms with their loss. I hope they can find a way to move forward.
It's not only grief that weighs on them, but worry for the future. Bereft of their queen, how will they proceed?
True. But with that at least, we're not powerless to help. What is it, Guloja?
I was wondering, is it better to remember or forget someone when they're dead? I remember my father, and every time I think of him, it hurts. It's the same with Queen Sphene. Knowing that she's gone makes me feel sad. But it's different with my mother. I never knew her, so I don't feel as bad. I want to remember my father, but maybe I'd be better off forgetting him.
Guloja.
Why don't we continue this somewhere else?
Well, yeah. Hey, Galusha, do you really know nothing at all about your mother? Nope. Nuh-uh. Shell searched the system for information on residents, but only the Mimosa she found listed were my father and me. Even if she died and was erased from people's memories, she should have been there, but she wasn't. Well, that you're here means she was here too, inside the dome. Can't be any other way about it. Do you want to know your mother? I think so. Even if it makes me feel sad, I want to know her. So I want to try looking again. If I don't find anything this time, I'll give up. I see. If that's what you want. Then I'll help you. I'd like to help as well. I believe I speak for the others too. But I can't bother you with this. You already came for the funeral. Came here not only for the funeral, to see whether all was well in Alexandria. I'm not about to just leave. Besides, in seeking to learn about your mother, we're bound to learn about your father as well. By retracing the steps of this man who kept his own counsel, we may gain knowledge that can serve the people of Alexandria. What if he didn't have a mother? Alright, thank you everyone. What if he was a test tube? Oh, back to tank, baby. Gratia has an idea on how you may proceed with your investigation. Assuming neither memories nor records of Gulja's mother remain, you must cast us as wide a net as possible. I suggest we split into groups. If you could make inquiries outside in the outskirts, the rest of us will do the same in Solution 9. The outskirts? Ugh. Okay. Nice. I forgot what they look like. That's interesting. I still do not like their design for weapons, like for guns. It just doesn't look good. Like most of these weapons here look like shit. sure, but I've never heard of a Mamuja woman living in these parts, much less one connected to Zoroaster. Might have better luck talking to people over at Tonawa. I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna bother. Sent to the north of Everkeep at a place called. God damn it. Okay, I'll just call this place Tonawa, and then it's Yue. Tonawa and Yue. The resilient son won their loyalty when he saved them from some crisis or another, or so the story goes. If I remember correctly, the chief's name was Koniloka. Koniloka. Ah! Woman. You know, people have never been a common sight around here. But the last time I saw one would have been before the dome came down over our heads. She was among an entourage of lands gone that was dispatched here. I assume they all returned to Tuliolo after the mission. If any remained, I suppose they could have been trapped in here, the rest of us. Person. I didn't remember you. Fight me. Fuck. I win. That's right, I beat you fair and square. First try, baby. Can't help you. I only know about Zeralja and only what my father told me. He said that before the Doom cut us off from the outside world, the Dural had appeared and was terrorizing the region. In response, Zeralja assembled a party of warriors and with them confronted and felled the beast. It was interesting to hear of the king's feat in the past. Skulls! Good girl. Long time no see. Long time no see. I need to get a new outfit for her. Strange. Oh, fuck. Fuck myself. Yes, I want to go to the back rooms. Buja has told me all where previously tried to track down records of his mother, but came up empty-handed. With everyone's help, hopefully we can get somewhere this time. Where? There's this, there's that, and there's that. So we spoke with quite a few different people as well. Let's comment on our findings so a conclusion might draw. Zeralja brought a retinue of the lands gone to Yusalani, among whom was a female Mucha. His mission was to rid the region of Dural, and I believe it's safe to say that was the crisis in Iwata resolved. If someone strips the clan for a time, perhaps to assist the villagers with recovery efforts, then it could have indeed gotten dropped in the dome. We also heard stories about the settlement in Iwata. People lived there until nearly a decade ago, so Zeralja made regular visits. If he required secrecy, a location home to his most loyal followers would be ideal. If this Mamulsha woman had remained there, they would have had occasion to come in contact. I see, but what could Zeralja have been doing in that village? Meeting a woman? I think we can answer that question. Yeah, I know, right? I want to retrace Zeralja's steps. Raha and I spoke with the researcher who worked at Originetics. He said that approximately 20 years ago, a number of his colleagues were transferred to the research facility outside FQ by the King's direct order. This is the first time I've heard of such a facility. Only Vanguard was believed to have been under the King's jurisdiction. It was apparently being used to develop a new kind of weapon. I'm afraid that was all we could learn. There's plenty to go on. Even though the work was classified, any materials and equipment needed would have been manufactured within Everkeep. So if we look into transport records... There it is. hasn't been any activity for years though. It's not like the facility has been decommissioned. Do you think that's where my mother was? Possibly. Can't say for certain just yet, but I reckon there's a good chance. This is amazing. Even though no one remembers her, you managed to figure all this out. Of course we did. Each piece of the puzzle may reveal little on its own, but when you put several together, a picture begins to form. That's called a puzzle. And even should memories fade, footprints remain to the past of those who walked before. Whatever you say. Lesson I learned in another life. Ah, yes. So we'll be investigating the secret facility in UA, then. This time I want you to come along, Rosa. Yippee! UA is on the other side of the lake. To get there, you'll need to take a hover cargo. No, I won't. Alright, thank you, Shale. Now fuck off, Shale. Nice. Just taking a look at some Hero Forge real quick. They finally added the cloak. Well, I mean, I guess you could call it a Dracula cloak. It's literally just a cape with, what is it? With that big old collar. Drift downs. Downs. Yeah, it's over there by the where Jennings. Dungeon. I wanted to mention it when I first started the stream, but yes, I'm here alone, and unlike usually where I'm just wearing my pajama bottoms, I decided that I wanted to wear one of my shirts, and I don't wear a lot of my GamerSup shirts too often. So I decided to wear one of my new ones that I got not long ago, which was stop it! Which was my Maid Mint shirt. Since it's October, and she's cute. This is Maid Mint. It's menthol Bantom. So the hover cargo will take us across the lake. I've never been over there before. It's still inside the dam, so I don't expect it to be too different from here. Likely encounter dangerous beasts, so the rest of us will go fast. Follow when it's safe to do so, right? Alright, be careful everyone. Oh. It's a dungeon? I don't like that. You know what? Sure, let's do it with the NPCs first. It's been a while since we've done that. Wuklamat. No, I don't want
Let's
Carl.
give it our all.
Yeah. MSA.
I stand ever ready.
There we go. Well,
Let's get to it.
I guess. Yeah, let's do that. Well, my current item level is 740. And the item syncs up for 69. Well, the average item level is 690. And it syncs at 730, so I'm good. Let's see how difficult this is. So far, I like the design for this map. From what I've seen right here. Father must have come here for a reason. Oh, both of them? Oh, 3. That's not what I wanted for us. I fucked it up. I'm gonna say let's do that. It's been a while since I've done it with the NPCs. Let's not do that. There we go. Oh, you know what I could get? I could get the, let's see, do I have it in my inventory? We got the katana. I could honestly probably do Storm Blue and then change the blade to... Actually, that would probably look a lot better. Yeah, I like that. Shit. Yeah, that's a badass sword. Alright, do we have any shared fates in this area? Is this heritage found? This is in fact heritage found. Mi casa es mi casa. My house is my house. Okay. Because mi casa es no su casa. My house is not your house. see any more. We've been waiting for 10 minutes. And as I said, one more! One more! Don't ever fucking do that again. You goddamn piece of shit. Yeah, it's the Viper. I hate it when DPS do shit like that. love it when people doing fucking GPS shit. I could have taken it. I should have. Actively do your job as a fucking... I really do not enjoy playing with people who end up doing shit. It's just aggravating. Fucking hell. Fuck that. I'll just do my best. Thought someone disconnected for a second there. That wasn't bad. Nice. That's fine, I guess. Yeah. Are you fucking kidding me? Everyone died. Here, let me just do that. Shouldn't ever need to use provoke. Alright. Almost there. God damn, that humor sucks. Towards the end. Of course. This guy sucks ass. Doing too much. Alright. Let's see what they have to say. Tyrants of Turo. Say it again! Alphino, say it again! Okay, yeah. Felt the air shake all the way from the cliff. Okay. We did it somehow. Okay, shut up. I don't care. Cryo, say something. It's been easy to imprison such a creature. Okay.
For all the talk of my brother felling this beast, he only imprisoned it, like Vali Armanda.
From what I could tell, they sought to transfer people's souls and memories into bestial vessels at that facility. The Tural Vidral explains the need for a remote location. It was doubtless their prime subject. Though I expect Zoralja did not foresee the opportunities it presented when he imprisoned the creature.
And so, in order to prevent the breakdown of the individual, I instead seek to transfer their soul into the body of the beast.
This would allow one to wield the power of a Tural Vidral.
In theory, our initial experiments will involve lesser creatures. But in time, I am confident we will be able to bring even the mightiest under our control.
And what becomes of those who offer their souls?
As they won't be able to return to their original forms, we must consider them lost. But the sacrifice will be worthwhile, for the army you stand to gain will far surpass any composed of mechanical soldiers.
Very well. Recruit volunteers and begin at once.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I shall return to the observatory and see to the necessary preparations.
So, you've given him permission?
Teshalja, you will assist Kaniloka. As one of the Land's Guard's finest chirurgeons, your knowledge may be of use in his experiments. You will also watch him closely. In what you learn, you will report to me. You object to his project? Or are you incapable of performing this duty?
No, Your Majesty. Whether we shelter within the dome or expand beyond it, we require great power. But with no one to rely upon, we must take that power for ourselves, even if the means are questionable. I will do as you command. But if Kaniloka's work bears fruit, I wish to beg a boon.
What do you desire?
Something that I had accepted I would never have in Tuliolal. That I believed would forever be beyond me. That it was foolish to covet. But here and now, it is close. So very, very close.
Perform your duty to my satisfaction, and anything you desire is yours. That which I seek does not lie within this dome. Here, I cannot prove the miracle. But if what you seek is at hand, then you may claim it, for it has no value to me.
Are you all right?
Teshalja. Could she be my mother?
Like the people in the outskirts said, few Mamolja lived in the Yasulani. I can't imagine many other Ubico women were trapped in the dome. That being the case, she could well be the one.
This observatory Kaniloka returned to, could it not be part of the research facility? We might learn something about Teshalja there.
That's where we're going next, then.
Okay. I wish I could see into the past like you, and I could see people who are gone. Because there aren't any other Mamulja on the earth. For a long time I couldn't even imagine what my world would look like. When I visited Tuliolo and saw some, I was finally able to picture it out of my mind. And I can see what she actually looked like as well. I wouldn't use it when it used to be honest. Well, we've discerned the purpose of the research conducted here, and traces of it that remain might afford us greater insight into what can live. Let's take a look around for information as well as a way to adapt the love. success was far from guaranteed, and even in the best case, it ceased to be men. Seine devotion to Zoralja so absolute. It won't open. I don't think it'll yield to our shoulders either. I'll have to do it the old-fashioned way and find a key. Research needs to transfer in souls. He wouldn't be happy about it, or I don't remember if Beck Luck was another female, so well. The research is likely moved between the upper and lower levels. Perhaps we can find a key ring that belongs. Makes me angry to think about what they did here. Okay. Subject's journal. We're recruiting volunteers for a new experiment. I know I'm not as bright as the others. They wouldn't laugh at me if I was stronger than them. This might be my chance. Soul transfer a few days ago. I can write. I can write good, yes? I am good. Very good. Getting hard to control strength. So a bit offhand or feeder. Cannot help it. It's so strong. Hungry. Always hungry. Cannot control. Eat. Must eat. Am eater. Must eat. Find nothing that represents verification. Okay. Ah, there it is. Supplies for the staff are neatly arranged with the cabinet among the various items of manual outline regulations, tranquilizing gas, emergencies, dig deeper. Find a verification key. Of course, it can be used to open the iron gate. Of course, it can be used to open the iron gate. That's what it's for. Opening gates. Then, alright. Which seem to be very few and far between. Found the key. Great. I'll call the others. I found the access key. Doobity doop doop doop. Seems the key can be used to operate the lift as well. Up we go. So many wheelchairs. So this is the observatory. I didn't expect it to be similar. This is a far cry from the temple that held Romanda. All the machinery appears to still be in operation. I expect our auxiliary systems are in place to ensure that monitoring can continue, even in emergencies. Warnings indicate various anomalies. Related to the seal's failure, most likely. For a blessing, we managed to fell the beast before it could cause harm. Right then, let's see if we can find some clues about Golosha's mother. I think think I can use this terminal. She'll taught me how. What? Doobity-doop-doop-doop. So much data. I don't know what we should look at. I don't know what we should look at. Perhaps we can narrow down the search by inputting the name Tishalja. Perhaps. Just put the person's name in. Yes. I brought up a lot of results. They all seem to say the same thing. Tishalja, Administrator of Experimental Treatments, Research Logs. Sounds good, doesn't it? Chances are the data is encrypted. Even if not, it will take considerable time to go through it all. Let's take it with us to the back room and have Shield analyze it. Agreed. Damn you! Alright, I'll transfer it to the storage device I brought. Damn, for a child, he sure is, thoughtful about data. There, it's finished. Thank you so much for bringing me all the way here, everyone. If you're happy, that's all mine. Besides, I was able to learn more about my brother as well. It's a fruitful adventure for both of us. Or whatever. Here we are. The authorities will doubtless wish to be informed about the facility and its contents. First things first, let's deliver the data to Shale. That's cool. Wasting fuel, so let's go ahead and do this. He's still there. Finally! It's about damn time. For Mr. Creepypasta, there's, as of I'm doing this right now, I just got a notification for Bonesaw Vic's Cryptozoological Gardens. The Ambassador just came out, although it says it came out at 5:30 and it's 6:25. So I got that message, what is it, like 55 minutes late. Wonderful. Well, it gives me something to watch, or not watch, but listen to. Well, I want to go back to work. Welcome back, good little Jah. It's already given me the storage device. It looks to be a wealth of data, all of which is encrypted, so I'll need time to process everything. In that case, Alice and I might take ourselves around the city and check on the people. The mood has us a bit worried. I don't know if there's anything we can do to help, but we'll see. Understood. I'll let you know as soon as I finish my work. Thank you. We'll see you again soon. Alright. Fruit and aloe jelly. Rosronic. Wild banana blend. I would probably take this. Thin slices of runic chuck, seasons and slow roasted for hours until tender. Sounds tasty. Alice isn't wrong. The mood out there is still grim. Some of the Tyrell remember a time before they were dependent on the solar system. Even then, some have been wondering aloud if they'll have the chance to reunite with the old friends and family before they pass on. Good reason too. Journey home won't be an easy one for those who've grown old. That's why it's mostly been younger folk who've been leaving for Tyrell. That's with no elders to care for. What if that problem has reached us into Yolo? Brothers doing all they can to see the Tyrell Railroad restored to operation, so that people may come and go more freely. Fortunately, the tracks can only go as far as Vanguard, so some traveling by foot will still be necessary. So the railroad would make things a sight easier. How long before it's back in service? I couldn't say. I left for this visit. Kona seemed reluctant to make promises. While Shale's working on the data, we could go and see the state of it for ourselves. To Shalani Station. Make sure to keep Kona informed. Okay. Okay. No. this guy. Ah. Oh, these guys. Well resolved. Okay, we're hoping for some good news about the railroad. There's an increasing number of people looking to return to Stroll that can make the journey on foot. See, as it happens, the Vow of Reason is also on his way here to take stock of the situation. And there he is. Scratch on his way. Oh, there's... Oh, that's a new outfit. Did our little Bun Bun finally outgrow his old clothes? I want to stay in character for how my character would act, but I don't know. I like both. Looking good, Aaronville. As the guildship has officially approved my transition from gleaner to independent contractor, I was in need of more befitting attire. You heard about the railroad too. It's in part for my sake that the original Dawn Blazer was sacrificed, so I felt it only right that I assist with its replacement. Speaking of which, I assume Lama T has explained the growing urgency of the need. What have you to report? The new locomotive was on track for completion, but we're having difficulty pulling her into the station, in a manner of speaking. You see, when we used the Dawn Blazer to get into the den, urgency outweighed all the considerations. Now we're back to our original problem. How to run the railroad without upsetting the inhabitants of Mewasson. And I don't know. That is the Ronik. The head sorrow that followed them are none too pleased what their heads saw, being spooked by the noise of the locomotive, either. The solution I've devised to quieten the railroad should address that complaint. The silent train presents a different danger. Ronik will need to be deterred from wandering across the tracks. I suppose we can't just blow the whistle at them, or they'll panic and be put off their grazing again. The rail routes plotted to avoid the Ronik's preferred grazing areas, though. It's odd that they're getting so close in the first place. Ronik's grazing patterns have shifted since the tracks were laid. I'm not certain why, but I intend to ask the people of Mount Watson for their insight. As a major proponent of the railroad, I have a duty to assist in this matter. I too would hear what the head sorrow have to say about it. They're the ones most affected, after all. I believe it would be best to begin by consulting their leader. What though? The rest of you can accompany us to Head Sorrow encampment if you like. Wow. Ew. Okay, enough scrolling Reddit for a second. For Warhammer minis and Uma Musume and stuff. I want to get the other dragons, but you know, no one else wants to do some dungeons. Was it extreme or savage? I don't remember which one's dropping. Valve resolve, Valve reason. I bid you welcome to our camp. But what brings you all the way to Millwalt Zone? Thank you for seeing us. Visit concerns the matter of the Zaxxoral Railroad. You two have noted the Ronik's unexpected change in behavior then. My son, Shepetto, has been looking into this matter. Normally, we'd expect the Ronik to keep to their favorite grass nearby for a while, yet, despite a thorough search, we haven't found anything wrong with the quantity or quality of the grazing in Pariyonyan. Yet they refuse to keep to where they usually would, instead pushing westward toward your railroad. I certainly see no cause for this unreasonable migration. Nevertheless, should they continue to move west, we will follow. As any true Hetsara would, I suppose. As you may have surmised, I am Hetsara of descent. My parents traveled with the Ronik as well, though I myself have no memory of the experience. I was left behind as a babe, you see. During such a migration, many sacrifices necessitated by a nomadic lifestyle. I'm forced to assume. Chance encounter with the kind Pelu merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me his trade that I might fend for myself. Became a stall keeper until Yolo's markets, and that's where the Dawn Servant found and adopted me. I'd already been in the palace some time when Lamati came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents. Knew the pain of solitude and wanted to spare her that suffering. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I'd always be there for her. Truly, I've never heard of the Ronik choosing a path so arduous as to force such a terrible decision, or of any Hetsaro willingly leaving their own flesh and blood behind. It must have been some exceptional circumstance. I cannot say. The idea of following in their footsteps that I might better make excuses for their actions never much appealed to me. Even if it might help you better understand the Ronik's current behavior. As is so often the case, you are correct. The my discomfort with the Hetsaro may arise from fear of reopening old wounds rather than blind fervor for innovation. Nevertheless, you may repeat past mistakes. Fuck. Please teach me of the Ronik and what they mean to you. Promise to listen with an open mind. would be delighted. Meantime, your companions are welcome to look around. You learn of Hetsano culture with me. I'd like to approach this with a fervent curiosity that you and my sister share. It would be useful to know whether I am doing it correctly. And it's settled. To learn more of the Runic, you will have a look around the plains. Perhaps in the process we'll find the answers we seek. So you say, yet I'm still here. Quickest way to learn about our way of life is to do as we do. I hope you're not above manual labor. I'm not the most experienced, I'm ashamed to admit, but I shall put forth every effort. That's all we ask. These tools. Now introduce yourself to anyone who looks busy and ask if you can help. I'd be happy to teach you what to do in exchange for another pair of hands to do it. Let's meet back here later to share what we've learned. Not really. I would not say that. Playful head sorrow. Is it a woman? Learning about the head sorrow way of life, are you? You have a thing or two to share. Rather than talking your ear off, let me test your powers of deduction. I find answers much easier to recall later if I arrived at them myself. Our Hetzo provide us with something that we use in medicines. Poultices and soup to drive away pests and to sustain our fires. What is it? Are hooves bones? Both horns and hooves have cores of bone. We use all of these materials, albeit primarily in tent poles, instruments, and the like. It's not quite the answer I was looking for. Okay. Okay. Sit down. Sounds like there's a story there. That is indeed the correct answer. We've discovered myriad uses for runic chips over time. Tip boon to our way of life. If there is a need, our Hetzo always provide. Nice. Sounds like they use shit for a lot of things. This won't do. This will... The wound will go right through it. Me without my needle and sinew. Now, these are precisely what I needed. Should be able to patch up the covering now. Good how often we pack up reasonable and reassemble our tents. They're bound to get an occasional tear. Fortunately, the Runic hide they're made of is durable enough that we generally need worry. Nice. Afraid I've finished with my task for the time being. Since you're so eager to learn about our way of life, why don't I tell you a bit about our migration customs? If you're here, you'll likely already know that the Runic are our Hetzo, our guides. We travel with, through, in the turning of the seasons. We trust them to lead us to fertile lands with all we need to survive. You may not know that sometimes the herd splits into two, bound for different paths. On those occasions, we Hetzo must also part with half of our number. You may think it's a strange and stressful custom, but over the years it has seen us visit new lands and broaden our horizons as a people. This too is the wisdom of the Hetso. That sounds very dumb. Almost as dumb as the Runic. They look not very bright. It's got a face like a bamboo. Except it's all bone. As you stroke the Runic's coat, you note that many portions are shaggy and shanky. This one's fur, it's a bit overgrown. A good brushing should thin it out. Just have to give it a try. You need the right tool for the job. Mind you, come with the type you're used to. You just get lost in the tangle. Like a snot. There, brush. Shepetto sent a running brush with you, did he? I like him. I just run it through one little patch at a time. Gently. Said for your clothes, which have acquired a new coat of their own. Well done. With less excess fur, a friend here will be more comfortable in the afternoon heat. Unless it's set up to immunity illness. Tom's coat also makes it easier for us to identify injuries. Should be nice. Smell the grass and the wind, which is a good thing, I promise you. You could nearly be mistaken for one of us, at least an adventurous Tonawata. I have to wonder how Val Conan is getting on. I assumed he would be reluctant to get his hands dirty, but it seems his wish to understand us was sincere. No, there he is now. Apologies for my tardiness. I was tasked with grazing the Runic and ended up rather far afield. Found myself wandering hither and thither at my companion's inclination. To force us back to the trail and seemed inappropriate. How was your own work? Have you anything to share? Yeah, pretty much. Yes, I feel the truth of this myself. While I was hesitant to leave my fate to the whims of Hetso, rather than tread man-made paths, I arrived where I was meant to be all this time. All the same. Well, it's not the only way. At times I lack the experience to know otherwise. An ability to conceive of how a decision might be right does not mean that it is wrong. My parents had a duty to the Runic as they did to me, so I wonder if their leaving me behind was not so selfish an act as I once believed. No, it still was. There's no way to know, of course. Regardless, this has no bearing on our present concerns. We are here in service of the people of Tural, after all. Nevertheless, thank you for helping me find deeper meaning in what we've done today. I will endeavor to remain curious, especially where the Hetso are concerned. Glad to hear that, Valcone. Welcome among our herd any time. Alright, let's get that. Let's get that stick. Fuck off. messages. They're all just making jokes about Halloween costumes that they're both able to, not able to wear at work. Warmth of family. Oh God. That terrible noise. Kona, how'd it go? I believe I finally understand the significance of the Hetso. They nourish the Hetsara as they grow, provide warmth and companionship in a harsh and unpredictable world. They are the equal of any man, not beast to be tamed. Moreover, Ronik are sensitive. We may treat their injuries or brush their cuts to keep them hale. They must ever be free to follow their instincts and seek lands where they might thrive. That Tsar would never cage them, neither should we. To control their migratory patterns or capture those who wander too close to the tracks is out of the question. Then it is particularly important to advance our original line of inquiry. Fortunately, we were unable to visit Ronik's once favored grazing grounds. As we were told, the grass looks fine, but the place is too quiet. It's not just Ronik, the birds and field mice have fled. We did encounter one pack of Ceratops, but they looked to be passing through in a hurry. Typically, that sort of behavior in the fauna would be associated with natural disasters, earthquakes, landslides, and the like. I think the Hetsara would have surely put two and two together. It was a cause geological. I mentioned the area's aether to be certain. There's indeed nothing to suggest recent environmental disruption, but I did notice one anomaly. A strong etheric signature to the east, moving across the plain, albeit slowly. Ask Adam, perhaps. A powerful one, like us not. Predator, given the local fauna's behavior. One of the raptors we saw looked like it had a bite taken out of its tail. Something with berry, large sphinx. It couldn't be. A Turuhetso. The fuck? A Turuhetso. Ronik Reaver, in the common tongue. People have several names for such creatures. Things that steal Hetso in the night. It's another evocative one. Ronik can fend off many predators with their horns. And Turuhetso, their scales are tough as adamant. Neither horn nor arrow can pierce them. A whale-toothed carnivore with an unusually tough hide. I cannot recall any such fauna in this region. Usually roam the wilds in northeast, and most herds keep well clear of them. Can't tell you why this one is so far from its pack both. In any case, I believe the source of the Ronik's consternation is clear. This is our next move. Let's drive this reaver away. They might return to their grazing lands in peace. Never fear. I'll make certain that the beast turns you no more. Well, well, well. threat to the local population. Cannot allow it to roam unchecked. But it won't do for us to go running off in search of it without having made proper preparations. And if others returning from across the plain have spotted it, they may be able to inform us of its recent behavior and where it might be found. Oh God. One for family.
So it's coming this way!
It
has beasts across the plains in a panic, and our Ronek are practically paralyzed with fear. We must get them to safety!
We can assist by helping to calm the creatures. Once they're less agitated, it should be possible to hurt them.
And after they're out of harm's way, we'll deal with the Ronek Reaver.
I suggest you remain here to attend to the Ronek when they arrive.
They'll be safe with me. Please, be careful out there.
Make haste! We must protect the Ronek!
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
There they are!
They're terrified. We must do what we can to soothe them.
That herd should be all right. Let's look for stragglers. The Ronek are to rally too. None shall be left behind. There must be something up ahead. Come! There!
These are no match for the likes of us.
my leg!
In a panic is clearly an understatement. More are coming!
are nothing then. It seems that did the trick.
For the fodder, at least. But where's...
Look there! We've got a big one coming!
Impenetrable scales... and wicked fangs. That's a Ronak Reaver, and no mistake.
There! That one there! Not so fast! Even should it cost me my life. I will save the head soul!
Kona! Are you alright?
Do not concern yourself with me. Get the Ronek to safety!
There. You've nothing to fear.
Right! Let's finish the job!
I made a vow to our people. You shall plague them no longer! You'll find the vow of reason is not without resolve.
Damn it! Not even a scratch!
Damn, holy shit.
I need some time to think, will you? It must have a weakness, and I will find it. Keep it busy. I need time.
Right. legs!
Now we just have to keep it pinned.
The thinking corner!
A protective current of ether. But whence does it flow? I got it! One well-placed piercing round to the chest, and... you're done for! That stemmed the flow of protective ether.
Stopping us now! Still not backing down, huh? Fine with me!
Disperse that ether ere the Reaver recovers it!
This is going to hurt.
Yeah! We did it. The Etso, are they?
The Ronek have all made it to Mehua Hetsuan. Hunters are scouring the area for any remaining threats, but the local fauna appear to have calmed down.
We cannot thank you enough for your timely aid. You, most of all, Bow of Reason. We feared you would be loath to take direct action, yet you didn't hesitate to put your life on the line for our Hetso.
I did no more than is a Dawn servant's duty. The ethereal conductivity of those scales is astounding. I dare say we could repurpose them to create a device that emits controlled pulses of ether.
Ether resembling that of the predator the Ronek fear most. It might work. If we struck the right balance, we would have the means to deter the Ronek from approaching the railroad without causing them undue distress.
Incredible! Kona, you've done it again.
I must say, I was hoping I'd never have to see one of these again. Still haven't forgotten the last one, and it's been more than 20 years now. I had come as a trader to the camp in Lozeni Hetta, a camp that was obliterated in an instant by that monster.
Lozeni Hetta. That's where the Pelu trader found me as a babe. Please, can you tell me what you saw?
As I said, I had traveled there to trade with our fellow Hetzaro. Like us, they followed the Ronek. And like us, they were visited by a reaver. The fiend struck like a whirlwind in the night. It was chaos. I grabbed some token belongings and bolted in a panic, thinking only of getting as far away as possible. But even in my panicked state, I could not help but notice the young couple racing the other way, toward the fell creature. "We're distracted," I heard one cry. "Save our son! Save the Hetso!" After that, nothing but the pounding of my heart and feet and Ronek thunder. I ran and ran, and as the sun broke the horizon, I found myself separated from both man and beast. Windborne words say that a group of survivors reunited with their remaining Ronek and have long since moved on. But still more were never seen again, including the brave couple. Or so the story goes.
And what became of their child?
I'm afraid I don't know. But if he wasn't with the survivors, even if he lived through that night, the wilderness wouldn't have been kind to a little one out on his lonesome.
Maybe not. But perhaps a passing Pelu would. And one day, even a Dawn servant himself. All these years, I was convinced that my parents had left me behind to follow after the Ronek. But But now I see, they didn't abandon me. They were trying to keep me safe. I've wasted so much time resenting them, when in truth, they gave me everything I have today. It is thanks to them that I live to know the warmth of family, even after they were gone. And now that I am done, servant, all of Tuliyola is my family. A family I will always protect, as my parents protected me.
Alright, I'm probably going to end it right here. My dad should be getting home sometime soon. That, and, use the bathroom and probably take out some trash. So, without further ado, I'm gonna end it. We'll have a wonderful night. Take care and later.